Yes, WRFG 89.3 FM, your station for progressive information and quality hand-picked music. It brings me great joy to be here this moment with you. Those who are at the sound of my voice, know that you are great, you're awesome. This is a wonderful moment to experience with yourself when you're present. We're present to the sun shining on us. We're present to having beautiful friends in our atmosphere. We're present to the love in our life. We are present to the happiness we feel inside right now. Ooh. It's just so joyful to be present. And so I want to say that you are listening to I Radio here on WRFG, and I'm Sharice Nicole. This is what we do every Friday from 10 a.m. to noon. And like I say, I love to share in this way, and I'm appreciative to have this venue and this platform to share in this manner. And here on WRFG, on I Radio, I just want to give thanks to everyone who came out to the Mystic Fair, the Natural Mystic Fair. It was like, yes, it was so beautiful. So with that in mind, I'm going to introduce my guest in. We have Sister D. Dones and Baba Sri Charles. Okay, and they are those who manage and, just keep operating and keep floating, keeping the energy high with the Agnihotra. And sometimes when I bring up Agnihotra, one said, what is that? What is that? What is Agnihotra? And so we're going to learn about that today. Those who don't know, those who do know that this is a real serious treat. That, we have the head of the Shanti Villas, the founder of the Shanti Villa, Baba Sri Charles in the building. Personally, I have been burning Agnihotra for over 10 years, and I am well aware of what it is. Wow. Its benefits and everything. And so I know you both spoke at the Natural Mystic Fair and did some work around Agnihotra there, which was wonderful. And one of the two comments I got that was similar about the fact that they didn't know what to do afterwards to get into. They wanted more information on how to get involved, how to get started, where to go, so that's what we're going to make sure we clearly cover here, because we have some events and things coming up anyway where people can kind of take action and come forward. So, greetings, and how are you, Miss D. Dones?
I'm great. How are you doing, sister?
I'm great as well.
Awesome. Thanks for having us on the show today.
Yes, of course. And so, like I said, thank you so much for your work at the Mystic Fair. Thank you so much for your work overall with the Agnihotra. We have our Baba Sri Charles. How are you?
Greetings. Pleasure to be here.
Yes. And so I want to, first, do not know what Agnihotra. I need everybody who really want to know to pull it up while you're hearing this, okay? Agnihotra.
And I'll spell it. It's Agnihotra. And it's based on Vedic science. You do it at sunrise and sunset in a copper pyramid. And it's something that you do to reset the planetary system. You use cow dung, rice, and ghee, and you chant sacred mantras when you do this fire, and it purifies the air. There's something that goes up into the auric field, and it just brings back to balance what we take out. It brings it back in to the planet and cleanses the air and cleanses the water. It's a very powerful practice, Ayurvedic practice.
Okay, so they say that it also cures the ozone layer.
Well, one thing I like to say in particular is that it's very, very, very connected to the human being. At exactly the time the sun rises, both nostrils open up. At the time sunset, both of your nostrils open up. So that means you're prepared to receive the energy that's given by the cosmos. So what we have to understand about Agnihotra, that is good for plants, animals, and just the logistics of a human being. So what does it do? It supplies you with the necessary energy that it takes to live in this life form. You know, so it goes much deeper than that. So these things we're here to tell people about the science of Agnihotra. You know, the biggest challenge that faces us today is that the science is off. So we have to reset everything. The planet cycle is off, so when you put nutrients back into the Earth's atmosphere, it resets the planet energy cycle. So at the very subtle level, you're dealing with elements. So this Agnihotra resets everything at the minutest level. And once it does that, then the balance began to take place and people began to smile again. So
And it does. It's like some happy smoke, man. It's like some happy. I want to call it happy juice, but it's not liquid. It's happy. It's happy steam. It's like the formula of taking the copper pyramid. Right. This is what I learned about it. You know, and I like to. See if she has it. Let me show that
So
on the
this
live.
is the copper pyramid. If everybody's looking into the podcast.
Okay, so the copper pyramid with the actual cow dung. So some people be like, "You burning cow poop?"
Let us make something clear. Let us make something clear.
I know what my people be wanting to know, and we need to be educated.
Yes.
So this is what we need to talk about.
But when you talk about pyramid, you're really talking about power. The word pyramid means fire in the middle. People don't know that. That's what it. So what we do with Agnihotra, we put what? A fire in the middle.
We put the fire back in the middle.
You see?
That's
what
hot.
we're talking about. So when you see the pyramids in Egypt, they're turned downward. Our pyramid is turned upward. So we send the power up to the cosmos. So it's a science. It goes 8 miles up, and you're dealing with what you call. So everything around that gets cured and healed in that 2 mile radius. You see? So that's what we're talking about. When our human existence, your emotion and all that, it goes 8 miles up. You got 3 layers of atmosphere, stratosphere, and things that you deal with. So when you're dealing with the fire, it helps you purify those emotions at those different levels. But it's all subtle. Nothing is more subtle than the fire.
It is such a wise flame.
You see?
You know, when you're meditating on looking at that flame in the Agnihotra pyramid, to me, I like to call it a wise flame, the way it even dances. And so, like, the formula is the cow dung,
we have
the brown
rice and ghee.
the brown rice
and ghee.
And you got to slow down for people who don't know this. Now you the expert.
Oh, you
genius.
trying to take notes over there? Okay.
You the expert genius, you know. But you got to understand, some people don't know anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's say you take a pyramid, okay? At the pyramid, you got 3 tiers. You see? So when the vibration is 306 degrees heat, that's when all the magic starts. When that magic starts, it produces 5 gases. You see, this is a science. So what are you burning? You're burning cow dung, which is a leading substance to resist radioactivity on the planet. It's cow dung. You see, when they had an explosion in Chernobyl, the planes flew over and they found out everywhere there was stacks of dung that it resisted radioactivity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know all
So
of that.
cow, what we're calling cow dung. Some people, yes, it's cow poop.
Yeah.
So it's the cow. They say that the cow have so many stomachs. It's a purification that happens with whatever they're eating.
Because they regurgitate their food. And
Well, let him say it. Let him, because he looking like nonning.
Well, it's even deeper than that, because anything grass, and so grass, anything that's growing from soil, has been verified by the universe, because that's how the nutrients come into existence and come into the soil. It's a very sacred, deep thing, but it's based on scientific principle. So when the cow is eating the grass, it's tremendous power that is gathered within the cow, which is why we use cows, and cows need to be eating grass, and they should not be artificially inseminated. So
They shouldn't be eaten.
No.
should be eating grass. Should be eating
No,
grass.
no, I'm saying the cow shouldn't be eaten.
That's right. Yeah, they should.
She working for Chick-fil-A right now.
Don't eat the cow.
So the thing is, anything that is growing from the soil it's really been magnified and verified by the universe. It's a cosmos thing. This is the original science that people forget about. So anything that's grown from the soil is powerful. It has tons and tons of power.
You got the ions. So from the nature, from the cosmos, come positive ions. You see, and negative ions come from the ground. In order for life to exist on the planet, you got to have 5% what we call positive ions, 4% negative
ions.
When they come together, then you can have this sustained life. When you do Agnihotra, it helps to accentuate that whole process. You see, and when it comes to the cow itself gives healing. It is the only animal that has what we call a solar gland that goes down the back. No other animal has that. You see, so when you can touch the cow or touch the cow's hair, and it reduce your blood pressure just by doing that. And so says the study, just the breath of the cow will start to purify the atmosphere.
Wow.
You see, so the cow is very powerful in what it offers in the sense of the cow manure, cow dung. You know, it's very medicinal. So the first ingredients in this is, of course, the cow dung. You see, and then you take the copper pyramid, the cow dung, and then you take the ghee. A lot of people are familiar with the ghee, but you take unsalted butter, you melt it down, and take the fat and all that off, and the substance you have is ghee. Now you can maintain that ghee for a very long time. Some places they store it in the ground, and when they store it in the ground, it becomes more medicinal. You see. Then of course you tell about the long grain, the brown rice. The brown rice is so magic because it's got 101 substances in it. If we say vitamins, there are so many substances in it. Scientists cannot give them all names, but they know it's very healing. So that's what we're talking about. So everything that you put into the fire is very medicinal. It's very medicinal. But even as you put the cow dung, you put the ghee, and you put the rice, the brown rice, unsalted brown rice, what is it, unpolished brown rice?
Unpolished brown rice, yes.
So when you put that in there, you put it in for the ethylene, oiline properties of the rice. But the most importance of it is you.
You as the human.
You as the human. You are the one that activated. So when you say the chanting,
Agnihotra, I don't know, like two.
Agnihotra Namama Prajapataye Swaha Prajapataye Namama.
Only you can activate
Swaha. I know two of the words.
You see, if you teach a parrot how to do it, its anatomy is not the same as yours. So you can activate it. You see, once you say that, then all you have to do is just sit, think about good thoughts. And then the magic takes place in itself.
Yes.
We've had some scientists test the pyramid, one pyramid. They say if they can harness that power, it'll be enough from one pyramid to the city of New York. Just one.
Light it up like how?
It'll give energy to sustain it if they can harness it.
Okay, and so, all right, so now I know there's something coming up tomorrow. The chemical plant that is causing cancer in Conyers or Covington?
It's in Covington. And so in Atlanta, what's made national news because ethylene oxide is being emitted by a plant in Covington called the BD Bard plant. And so in that area, a lot of people are saying they're dying or suffering from advanced cancers. Ethylene oxide, which is extremely toxic, is invisible, odorless, and a lot of people are suffering in the area. And then you probably have also heard too that the other company, Sterigenics, which is in Smyrna, is also producing the same thing. These are facilities that that sterilize medical equipment. And it's not just happening here in Atlanta, everybody. This is nationwide. There are several similar plants that are producing this ethylene oxide. And the kicker is that the EPA, before 2016, they kind of put it on the list of we don't know if it's carcinogenic. In 2016, they said ethylene oxide is definitely carcinogenic, but they did not tell the people. And so when it came out, I went to the EPA meeting, and they said, someone asked one of the residents in Covington, well, why did you not tell us? Oh, this was our short sight. And then people are sick. with asthma and cancer and various things. So we're going to be burning a humidifier with the pyramid across the street from the Bard plant in Covington, right across the street from the Bard plant, to help heal that area, because a lot of people are suffering. And so anyone is welcome to join us that does Agnihotra to do, we'll be doing not Agnihotra, but a humidifier at 2 o'clock to help heal that area, because enough is enough. We do not want people to suffer, and we cannot depend on these organizations to protect us, so we're taking this to the Bard plant right across the street.
So what we like to add also is that the House of Representatives of the state of Georgia have given us, support, and saying that this might be the answer that everybody's looking for. But also the Senate of Alabama has done the same thing. So when it comes to the atmosphere and the challenge that is revised, this process of Agnihotra might be the one to give the answer. So what we're offering, what we're sharing with that, is the movement that's already started around the world. It's not just here. It's millions of people around the world that's doing this process to try to correct this thing that we have with the atmosphere. So in this day here, which is really the movement and an international movement for cleansing the atmosphere, we say the biggest challenge that you have is that the elements, you got 90% of natural elements. Anytime you interject anything with that, it's not natural, you have what we have now, a climate crisis. So what we're saying with the Agnihotra is natural, and it can reset everything that there is. I've been to other countries, I've visited so many countries, I'm tired, but we've been to so many countries telling about this truth. Because it doesn't fit into the mainstream of the way things are in the West, people look at it. But in the East, they don't have the magic of the West technology. So they accept it at a very simple level, and they're finding results. So that's the important part of it. We can heal the atmosphere. There is a solution to pollution. We call it a Vedic solution to pollution, but it is one. So if you hear that word Agnihotra, you're going big time. That's what it's about.
You're going big time.
Yeah, you're going big time.
And there are also numerous, if you go to Google Scholar for all you science people, there are numerous studies on homotherapy, homofarming, and Agnihotra that show what it does. It cleanses the water. It cleanses the air, and they have studies that actually that say that. So when people say, well, what's the science? That's the science, but we have to have everyone experience this so they all know firsthand, as opposed to just reading a study, because everything is a very thing with your experience as a human being, and you have that power to be able to experience this, and you're part of this, the process of bringing about the change, because you have to be a human to activate this with Agnihotra, with the pyramid, when you do it at sunrise and sunset.
All right, and so those just tuning in, we're speaking with Sister Dee Dones and Baba Shri Charles of the Shanti Villas. Yes, we give thanks, for your presence, and I want to the Agni. I want. You specialize in spreading Agnihotra in the world, basically, and educating and spreading awareness about the benefits of the science. It's alchemy to me. That's what it is, right? Alchemy. And, and so, like you said, it's something that is not regular, so it's not mainstream thought to do something, like burn Agnihotra. So the awareness and people actually latching onto it and wanting to know more information. I mean, like I said, at the Mystic Fair, people really were interested in finding, getting more information. So it's great to continue to do what you're doing and spread the awareness. If people want to get more information and make sure that they are, connected with you, and also be a part of what you have going on. What is it, tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We're meeting at Shanti Atlanta in Conyers at 1490. Freeman Lane, and that's Conyers, Georgia, and then we're going to drive from there to across from the Bard plant, and then our main way to get in touch with us is healtheatmosphereassociation.com, and then of course you can call me at 404-487-8156. That is Shanti Atlanta, and I'm the Atlanta campus of Shanti Villa Institute in Tuskegee, Alabama.
Tuskegee,
Tuskegee in the house, yes.
Thank you.
All right. And so give your number.
Okay, it's 404-487-8156. that's the number to get in touch with me. And like I said, we are especially trying to get the movement started, especially for the low-income areas which suffer the most from pollution, because that's where all the incinerators and the landfills and all the things that are dumped into those communities, and they don't have resources. So we got to get this movement started here. We can do it. We can do just as good, if not more, than what Greta is doing. We got to do it. Okay, people, let's get motivated and get started.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. And we have so much more information coming forward. You want to say one more thing,
Yes,
Baba Sri?
Yeah, I like to say one more thing. Is that there's a certain power that's been given to the planet now that's focused on people of color. I have been told by certain beings that it is the people of color that can change the whole complexion of everything that exists. We have to start out here. Everybody has demonstrated about the environment and those things, but we, the people of color, has not done that. And we have agreed that if we come together like we did for the civil rights movement, which was temporarily, we do something that's powerful for the environment, nobody can stop us. So I've been to many countries, and all of them say they're waiting on the African Americans to take the next step. We haven't done that yet. You know, someone told me that we started the black movement for the environment in 70-something, and I say that's not true. That's not true. When I went to Congress, you know, way back in 1976 or 74, they told me then that we were the first black African-American movement towards the environment. So I'm honored that you have me here, and I'd be more honored when I see all of us come together.
Yes.
Nobody can do it like you. No one can love like African American. Nobody can give justice like you. So this was said by somebody else. But no matter what happens to you, you keep on dancing, you keep on loving. For you to join us, call WFRG, call the sister here in Atlanta. Let's get this thing moving. We can change the world. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Ashe. You heard it right here on I&I Radio. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank
Stay
you.
tuned.